Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. This is the MUFC Rumour Rater. How are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well, and thank you very much for tuning into the channel. We've had loads of new subscribers, loads of new members in the last couple of weeks and months. So thank you to you guys for getting involved in AdamMcKola TV, supporting the channel and supporting the growth. And of course to the people that have been here from the very start and are here every single day. I appreciate you guys as always. So thank you very much for keeping it locked. This is the MUFC Rumour Rater, where we go through loads of rumours, transfer rumours relating to Jude Bellingham, Jadon Sancho, Kai Havertz, Donny van der Beek, Koulibaly, Chris Smalling, Daniel James. So many players to discuss here today in the Rumour Rater, and we'll be going through all of them and getting stuck in and finding out just who's going to be joining Manchester United. Are these rumours actually true? We'll be rating them out of 10 on the truth. 10 being it's definitely happening, and 1 being it's a load of bollocks, it's not going to happen. So get your rumour ratings in those comments as well for all of the rumours that we do go through. But enough of the chit chat. Let's get stuck in. Now, first things first is an update on Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has been linked with Manchester United, Borussia Dortmund, a whole host of clubs for a while now, and he's, we're yet to get a decision on what's happening now. You can understand that with the season being delayed, Birmingham City not completing their campaign, United not completing their campaign, Dortmund not completing their campaign. We don't know when the transfer window is going to be. We don't know if Birmingham City's financial situation is going to weaken, because if that does, that means you can probably get Jude Bellingham for a little bit cheaper. Are we going to sell? Are we going to buy Sancho from Dortmund? Are they going to use those funds to get? Like, there's so many different things that can happen and so many cards that can fall into place. But at the moment, the current report is Jude Bellingham's father wants his son to snub Man United and move to Borussia Dortmund. And that is because they feel he'll get more game time, more minutes there. And it's a little bit of a risk coming to Man United at this moment in time. When you look at the depth that we have in central midfield, there's links with us buying more central midfielders. And in those wider positions as well, talk about Jadon Sancho coming in. You got Marcus Rashford, you got Danny James, you got a whole host of players that will be competing for those wide positions. And in Jadon Sancho, if he signed a Marcus Rashford, you'd have your two players that you'd expect to start most games. So you can understand why there may be concerns on Bellingham's side in terms of how many minutes he would get at Manchester United. And also, it's one of those moves that could still happen in the future. He goes to Dortmund, he develops for a few years, and then comes to Manchester United. Now, I wouldn't write it off. I wouldn't write off United signing Jude Bellingham in this summer. It's clearly that we're interested in him, but it's clear that there's a decision that needs to be made as well. And it kind of just feels like, even if it's kind of like a deal between United and Dortmund, United say, come on, make Sancho, this transfer easier for us with Jadon Sancho, and we'll step back from Jude Bellingham and let you take him. So it's going to drag on for a while, but I'd rate this Jude Bellingham to United a 5 out of 10. I think it's around a 50-50 chance. Next up, we have some updates on Jadon Sancho and a new name on Rumour Rater actually that comes into the mix, and that is Ansu Fati. United have been linked with a move for Ansu Fati. In fact, the reports this week said we failed in an £89 million bid for Ansu Fati, as United had given up on Jadon Sancho. But that, my friends, is absolute bollocks. It's got to be absolute bollocks. No way we're bidding for Ansu Fati because we're fed up with Jadon Sancho and starting the bidding at £89 million. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Now, at the moment, there's also further rumours that Chelsea are possibly going to target Kai Havertz because they feel Jadon Sancho isn't going to happen and Jadon Sancho is going to Man United. So there's loads of different rumours at this moment in time. And with the Jadon Sancho story, I'm still very confident he'll sign for United. My rumour rating is still 9 out of 10. I'm very confident we can get him. Of course, it doesn't mean it's definitely going to happen. But in terms of the transfer fee, the wages, the shirt, the position in the team, everything seems to be perfectly set up for Jadon Sancho to come to Man United. Now, of course, Borussia Dortmund are going to be playing hardball on the price. They're going to want to get as much money in as possible. And with that being said, United are going to probably pretend to be interested in other players while they play hardball. You kind of hear that United are the only team in after him at the moment. Real Madrid don't seem to be looking to do any business. Bayern Munich, Juventus, in Liverpool, and all these teams that were linked with him, Chelsea as well, they don't seem to be very keen or very hopeful of a deal happening. And it kind of hints at the fact that Manchester United are probably in pole positions, as the rumours and the reliable sources do suggest. So I'm still sticking to my guns on this one. 9 out of 10 for Jadon Sancho to Man United, and Ansu Fati, that's just not happening. So in the last couple of days, we've seen Donny van der Beek be linked with Manchester United. Now, recently it says Donny van der Beek's agent has presented MUFC's offer and interest to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid have come back and said we're not signing anybody, and therefore Ajax are looking around for buyers. Man United were previously interested. Edwin van der Sar has has confirmed United have been interested in him. And now Ajax are looking for buyers, is what it looks like. Now, whether United are actually interested in him or not, I'm not too sure now. There's a lot of rumours coming around saying United are interested. Negotiations haven't started yet. There's been no bids, but they're going to start very soon. And the intensity of these rumours is cranking up and cranking up. But the reason I thought we wouldn't sign Jack Grealish is because I felt we had a lot of depth in that midfield area. Now, I've got no problem with us signing Donny van der Beek. I think he's a fantastic player. But when you look at it on paper, Bruno, Pogba, McTominay, Fred, Matic, is he going to be able to get all the minutes that he wants? Of course, I think he's probably better than Fred, probably better than McTominay, possibly. But is he going to... is he going to be guaranteed starts every week is what I'm saying, because McTominay is going to be starting, Fred's going to be Pogba, Bruno, all these players are going to be starting. Now, Man United and clubs like Man United have to have quality in depth, and they may just see that, this deal's available and we're going to make it happen because we can. It's the cheapest deal, £40 million, a rumoured fee. We can make it happen. But at this moment in time, and until more reliable sources jump on it, I'm going to say around a 3 out of 10. It does just seem to be Ajax maybe trying to get Real Madrid to budge and make a bid or make an offer and get their money in there. Because Real Madrid will sign players. It's just whether they spend £50 million on someone or £40 million on Donny van der Beek, or just go all out for one main signing. So, remains to be seen, but I'm still not sure about this one. It doesn't quite hit me and make me think, yeah, this is going to happen. This one's going to happen. But you never know. Now, in the Premier League Gazette this week, we discussed, obviously, Kalidou Koulibaly's future. It was appearing in the back pages of the English press in regards to his transfer fee being £100 million. And that's what the headlines are continuing to say. Napoli chief sends message to Man United and Liverpool over Kalidou Koulibaly transfer. Now, Liverpool probably not going to be signing him. I'm not really sure why their name's been dragged into it. And I don't think Man United are going to be signing him either. 89 to 100 million pounds. Some of the fees have been talking about a couple of months ago. It was 70 million pound, but you're seeing there's a fluctuation in prices here. Now, I have no doubt that United might have been interested in Kalidou Koulibaly once upon a time, or even shortlisted him, or even targeting him, or just seeing how his situation plays out. But having just spent 80 million pounds on Harry Maguire, having to spend big money on other positions in order to strengthen our team, do you realistically see us spending 80 to 100 million on Kalidou Koulibaly? I just can't see it happening. I'd give this one a 2 out of 10. Now, something which was a shock to us all on United Daily Live this week was the links with Daniel James with a move away from Old Trafford. And not only because we have, not very many wingers, but also because Danny James didn't do too badly last season for, the price tag we brought him in on. He had a fair few assists, especially in the earlier start of the season, a few crucial goals. And he did well at the start. He suffered from burnout, and it's clear that there is something there to work on, and he can be a valuable member of the squad. But loaning him out just because we'll sign a winger, you need depth. If we sign Jadon Sancho and he got injured, then what? Who are we going to play on the right wing? There's not many right wingers that we have, not natural right wingers anyway, and not wingers like those, like Daniel James. United have come out and denied it as well, according to reports. Daniel James isn't going anywhere, especially on loan. 1 out of 10. A Man United player that could be leaving though, now obviously he's a Roma player currently as we speak, but he's only there on loan. Now the links continue with a permanent move to Roma. Now Roma aren't in a position to be spending as much as we thought we could have got for Chris Smalling before the coronavirus pandemic situation come in. There was talk of a like 25 million pound fee. And according to Corriere dello Sport, Roma are closing in on the signing of Smalling on another year-long loan. But it is claimed United will receive 2.7 million for that loan, and then Roma will pay 13 million pounds for the signing. Now, 13 million pounds more than what we paid for him, all those years ago. But obviously the market's it's gone up, so really we should be getting more. But nevertheless, given the market, given it's an easy sell, given we get that loan fee, you get around 15, 16 million for him. You're not paying his wages, and you haven't paid his wages for the last season or the next season. It's a deal that will probably work out beneficial for Man United. I would give this one a 9 out of 10. There's not many that I'd be really certain about, but he's already there at Roma. He's having a good time at Roma, and it looks like he's going to stay there as well. And I think this kind of deal is acceptable. You get the money back for him. You're not paying his wages. Happy days. Anyway, guys, there you have it. That has been the MUFC Rumour Rater. We have discussed plenty today. Donny van der Beek, Jadon Sancho, Jude Bellingham, Chris Smalling, Daniel James, Kalidou Koulibaly. Get all your rumour ratings in those comments below. Let us know if there's any rumours I've missed as well, and I'll try and squeeze them into next week's show. But make sure you're keeping it locked. subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, joining to the channel as well if you can. The target is 100 by the end of the month. We're on around 80 now, so just over 20 to go. So get hitting that join button if you can. And for now, guys, I have been AdamMcKola. You lot have been legends. I'm going to get out of here for now. See you later.